Japan is not living in 2050. You just live in the United States of America.
She's right. China is not in the year of 2050, and neither is Japan. You just live in America. You see, we used to say the same thing. It became this repetitive thing when we went to other countries. Oh wow, they don't have this in America. America doesn't have this. Or, man, where has this been my whole life? High-speed rail, affordable healthcare, nice infrastructure. The reality is, this is how life should be. This is how our tax dollars should be spent. As tax-paying citizens, we deserve the best public services, at least. I wonder where all the money is going. But anyway, it's 2025. Upgrades to daily public services should be a right, not a luxury. It is almost as if they care more about upgrading our phones versus upgrading daily essentials. It was just the other day when we realized that none of these third world countries outside of the US are in the future. Their government just knows how to put tax dollars to use in a different way. Could you imagine how the USA would look if they positively innovated technology? It is definitely not normal to see people struggling or homeless. A lot of the things that people think are normal in the US definitely are not. Once you step out of the comfort zone and travel, you really begin to understand what is supposed to be normal.
Yo, so we back in here for another edition of F-ya-Motha, and she's right. The China and Japan ain't living in the year 2050. We just getting screwed. They stealing the money. If they're not stealing it, they're giving it to Elon Musk and other socialite billionaires. Joe Biden, his administration is stealing. Nancy Pelosi, Maxine Waters, just to name a few people in Congress, is stealing. What else? Joe Biden probably would have been dead if they wasn't stealing our tax money. They're probably stealing it to treat his dementia at Johns Hopkins or MIT Medical School. Who knows? The money that we are getting taxed every year just seems to no avail. They got 180,000 people in Skid Row in California. We got another 15,000 people here in Atlanta that's homeless. There's no homeless shelters. The roads are like shit. There's potholes that never get filled up. I've been in Atlanta 25 years, and the same potholes in the same streets in nice areas. Never mind the hood. They got crime everywhere. For some reason, the police, they'll pull you over if you got your phone in your hand. They can catch that, but they can't catch trap stars that's shooting people or shooting houses up. I just had to move from a location because some girl's psycho ass boyfriend went ballistic and shot the front of the house up. Had there been police presence, tax dollars to give police officer raises, that shit would have never happened. Not only that, I'm on the east side now. It's a bunch of broke ass, country ass, meth head white people roaming the streets. Right? So clearly the other countries, they know what our government either knows or don't give a shit about, is that you don't play with people, especially their money. You know, China might be on I guess borderline communism / capitalism. They got 1.7 billion people. They know if shit go left and the people get fed up, it's more of them. And they with the shits. Like, they jump out of buildings because they tired of working so damn much. So much so that the corporations got to build trampolines around the damn building. So our government, it's like jail. I always say like this. The streets is like jail. If you let a nigga get away with something one time, he gonna think it's sweet and it's a green light to do it over and over again. That's what's happening. You got a whole bunch of these gender backward, fluid, whatever, obsessed morons, obsessed with their sexuality, that they can't even focus on their best interests. You know what I'm saying? Never mind the money. Just identify as whatever type of sexuality you are. And other than that, they're happy with being good little slaves.
No one's ready to deal with us.
Oh, also, as another innovation, Japan will start introducing flying cars into society this year. In 2020, they announced that in 2023, the Japanese government will be committed to a roadmap for air mobility revolution. Just another innovations in China and Japan that we just, for some odd reason, can't figure it out. In any event, I'm out.